instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Puts it up off the inbound. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible. And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
And Durant sends it back.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense. A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again, just need to push all the right buttons.
5 to shoot. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
To the middle. Allen, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pulls it from the elbow. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here's Booker. To the wing on the left. Ayton a screen. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so Allen will bring it up now for Milwaukee. Oh, with authority!
That is a monster finish.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Back to Allen. There's the triple. It doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And the wide-open shot from Connaughton. The three-pointer, no good. Pass to Durant. Here's Craig. Second shot opportunity. Out to Lee. .34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Craig can't get it to go. Ingles in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Craig pulls it in. The Suns trailing. KD with it. Picked up by Portis. The tray. Good on the triple.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Pass to Ingles. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's KD. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, misses the jumper.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. Here's Okogie. Back to Booker. This one for 3. Cans it from downtown. Booker's got 7 points. Shoots.
Out. Booker has limitless range.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Ayton. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. That's tipped. And taken away by Paul. Durant deciding where to go with it. Booker with no one around. No good on the 3. Lopez with the ball. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on 8. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
To the inside. Durant. No good with the layup. Milwaukee leading by 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
Doesn't it just look like he's gliding down the floor? Durant in transition is just beautiful art.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 3. They've been looking at a sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. So both teams making some changes here. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
Durant, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Ingles. A 3-ball. He can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it. And Craig has it in the corner. Shot on the wing. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
There's a minute left to play in the first half. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Biyombo with the block. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity. Oh, a big man with a big finish.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt, and teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer, and if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Durant wide open, he fires. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead, leading by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kicks it out to Allen. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And the passing skills of Giannis continue to improve. His floor awareness has grown through the years.
Pass to Paul. That's good from 17 feet away. Paul's got his first points in this one.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
First team foul. In for the Bucks.
Now Paul. From deep three-point range. Nice move. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
It's Allen on the wing. For the 3. Here's Portis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee. Wasted no time on that one. Durant's got 8 points.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Nobody near Allen. And the 3 ball is good.
3-point field goal.
He's got 5.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just 1 All-Star appearance for Drew Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Allen surveying the D. Back to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
You know, Greg, you can make the case Drew Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
You know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just 1 All-Star game, but Drew's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. The shot by Holiday, no good. Booker with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got his second bucket.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. And the jam by Ross.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Phoenix.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Another big cheer for your son.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Here's Payne. He's looking for Craig and finds him. Here's the teardrop. Out to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ross. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Pass to Craig. And the Suns miss again. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name the Freak.
Into the lane. Ross grabs the board. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Payne. They need this. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 13. And we're just moments away from the start of the
43.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love it. Oh, nice finish.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Rebound by the Suns. Paul looking around. Pass to Craig. Off target with his three.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Okogie. And the Suns miss again.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
Holiday gets the bucket.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J, and at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Suns trail by 20. Looking to end the run. Pass to Ayton. Here's Okogie. Top of the key, Booker. Pulls up, high post. For three, Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Bucket is good.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And here's KD for three. Giannis grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Back to Allen. From deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
3-point field goal.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
For three, Middleton. Phoenix grabs the miss. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. Chris Paul picks up that one. And the Bucks making a change here. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
From deep. Can't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Ross, that's good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
The Bucks making a switch here. And Goran Dragic drops them both. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Ross. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek framework. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That's good from Craig. Both free throws good from Craig. Outside, Antetokounmpo. That one good for two. Antetokounmpo's got 44.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide-open teammate.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned.
spend it all. When they gon' say, shout it right.